What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, I wanted to talk about if the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold line has anything to worry about when it comes to the Google Pixel Fold, because Google Pixel Fold was just announced yesterday and we're about 24 hours removed from the event, and I have some very strong opinions. I know you guys have strong opinions after seeing the phone and in the flesh and the price and the features and the look and everything about that Pixel Fold, especially when you compare it to a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 or upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 5. And I think the answer to that, does Samsung have anything to be worried about with the Pixel Fold? Yes and no. Let's start off with the no part. So I think brand loyalty is a big thing with phone manufacturers, or really anybody that makes anything. You could be making chocolate chip cookies, and if you've been making cookies for 100 years and that same person buys your cookie all the time, it's probably a hard chance they're gonna move over to somebody else. And the same thing holds true with smartphones. If you generally put out a product that people like and a software experience that people like and a reliability that people like, then you're gonna probably stick with that brand. And Samsung generally makes amazing products. They're very reliable, they have tons of features, they look cool, and they are just nice products. They feel premium. And just speaking alone about the Galaxy Z Fold line, if you do a little research or you know people that have had these phones, there's a high probability that you know that these phones are kind of fragile, they break. You most likely need insurance just to be safe, so you're not gonna worry about it. They're cool devices, they're big devices, they might be too big for what you really want, but this is really for the people that are thinking about foldable phones, which is still a very small market. So I would say brand loyalty would be one thing going in Samsung's favor of why people wouldn't want to switch. And then software experience, Samsung adds a ton of cool software features into their phones, always features that some phones don't even have at all. And that's a big thing, especially if you dive deep into the Samsung ecosystem. You can generally get some cool features built in and some cross-pollination within the different devices that you have, whether it be a Samsung tablet or another Samsung phone or a Samsung computer or anything along those lines. I think another reason Samsung doesn't have anything to worry about is the Pixel Fold is expensive. It's just as expensive as the Galaxy Z Fold 4. And even though you can get a nice trade-in offer if you do get a Pixel Fold and you trade in your Galaxy Z Fold phone, it's still fairly expensive. So like the probability of someone wanting to spend anywhere between, whatever, $800 all the way up to basically $1,800 is probably low, unless, you finance it and you pay a small amount, but still, it's a lot of money to come up with and have to pay over the course of a year or two, depending upon how long you keep the phone. So again, that goes back to that kind of brand loyalty, or like just the comfortableness of being in a device, and you might not want to move at all because of that factor. Maybe the Pixel Fold just didn't blow you away. Now, where we reverse that question and we say that, yeah, Samsung does have something to worry about, you think about it in a bunch of ways. One of them is reviewers. I have such a strong feeling, and I see it in even posts where people are on Twitter and they're doing polls where they're like, hey, which is the best foldable phone that you want? I've seen it. Pixel Fold is winning or really close to the top, and Samsung's not. And I think that speaks loudly. And the more social influencers and review people get this, not magazines, but outlets, websites and things like that, I would be hard pressed to believe that they're not going to give the Pixel Fold really high scores. The Pixel Fold is going to have better cameras than the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and 5. I will put money on that it's going to take better photos for sure. Videos might be kind of close, but I would still put my money on the Pixel Fold. Microphones, I'd put it on the Pixel Fold. Displays, they're better on the Pixel Fold. They've got a newer generation of displays, and then beyond that, they don't have this skinny long display, which is pretty unusable on the Z Fold 4 and 5, and it's wider and thicker on the Pixel Fold. Also, what's cool about the Pixel Fold is that it's not as tall, but it's wider, so that you're going to be able to see more of the window. Like a window being tall isn't that important. It's really how wide it is and how much you can see of it. So multitasking is going to feel a lot better on that Pixel Fold. And then beyond that, a lot of the other things, the better hinge built into it of the Pixel Fold. It's the thinnest foldable phone basically in the world. I think Huawei beats it, but you can't buy a Huawei outside of China unless you import it. So Pixel Fold basically wins that where it's available. It's water resistant, just like the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and 5. Now, obviously the Galaxy Z Fold 5 wins in performance, just raw performance, but the Pixel Fold is still gonna be super smooth and great, and the battery's bigger on the Pixel Fold. So like, I really think that Samsung has something to worry about. The other big thing from Pixel Fold's marketing is they showed that folding phones can be fun. When you generally watch a marketing commercial of some sort with the Galaxy Z Fold 4, it's kind of like, oh, we're cool, we're sexy. It's not like it's super fun. And when you get a device, especially this big, sure, you want it to be functional, you want it to be sold to business people and people that want to do work on a device like this, but then you want it to be fun. You want to be able to watch cool movies, and you want to be able to multitask in fun ways and work in fun ways. And don't get me wrong, you can do that on this, but I'm saying just the marketing of the way Pixel's doing it is just plain old, good old fun. And that's going to be huge against the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 and 5. Now, the size of the whole foldable market, especially like Galaxy Z Fold 4, 5, and Pixel Fold, is relatively small. Why? Because they're kind of different new devices. They're expensive is probably more of the thing that comes into hand the most. Apple doesn't even have a device like that, so it even makes it smaller, letting iPhone people know, like, hey, with this foldable devices out there, a lot of them don't even know, honestly. So I still think Samsung has something to worry about with the Pixel Fold. Ultimately, is it going to put them out of the foldable business? No, it's not going to, most likely. If Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised, will probably still outsell the Pixel Fold, but Z Fold is in more markets than the Pixel Fold will be. But in general, in the markets they're hand in hand with, I really feel like Samsung has something to worry about in that folding line, and it's credit to how Pixel Fold is marketing the device and the improvements they've made in the Pixel Fold device versus the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and 5. Let me know your thoughts on this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.